Doctors Without Borders website included a blog, stories that the people who were helped by this organization. And we're going to start off with Virginia's story. Virginia is a 30-year-old single mother of two, a 15-year-old and a 8-month-old, and they live in Zimbabwe. Virginia was diagnosed with multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, meaning that the two main vaccines used for tuberculosis her body was resistant to. Therefore, there wasn't any medication on her where she lives that can really help her. So she would spontaneously pass out during household chores, taking care of an 8-month-old infant, just even using the restroom. She would just spontaneously pass out. Her 15-year-old would be left the responsibility of taking care of the 8-month-old, and he would drag her body outside to where she can breathe and get air. One day, she just completely lost mobility. She could not walk. She was just paralyzed from the waist down. Her son had to go through the village and find a way to get her to the hospital. Fortunately, he found a wheelbarrow. He placed her in a wheelbarrow and wheeled her to the hospital. 2 days after this incident, Doctors Without Borders contacted Virginia and asked her address and what can they possibly do to help her. So they began to give her treatment, and they also gave her a rolling walker to help her rehabilitate and learn how to walk again. And she was so amazed and so astounded that this organization reached out to her the way they did, and she finally gained mobility and was able to receive medication and finally be able to take care of her 8-month-old child and her 15-year-old. So, my goal today is to convince you to support Doctors Without Borders. First, I'm going to give you all a brief overview of this organization. Then I'm going to explain how disease affects these developing countries. And then I will also give you a brief details about the benefits that will help you want to volunteer. So, the overview of Doctors Without Borders. Their mission is to help give medical access to people no matter their religion, race, creed, or political affiliation. And they also believe that the medical care should be accessed regardless of the national boundaries. Now, they recruit online, their organization's website. You can either log in there, and they also advertise in non-medical and medical publications. They help during crises such as malnutrition, disease epidemics, and also natural disasters. 90% of the people who are involved in helping are from the host country, and the other 10% are people like you and I who come out to different parts of the world and contribute to those people who are in need. According to Dr. Bayo Tab, who has published the double burden of communicable disease and non-communicable diseases in developing countries, he predicted that by 2020, 7 out of 10 people will die from non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases are chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease, acute respiratory disease, also cancer and diabetes, which is all could be prevented. And also there's the communicable diseases, which are infectious diseases such as AIDS, HIV, malaria, and TB, and the Zika virus, flu, things of that nature. And malnutrition actually contribute to the majority of the communicable diseases, and it's predicted that 14 million people per year will die because of these diseases. And it's all preventable. It just takes you and I to step out and help these people. So, when you volunteer, this also gives you a chance to connect with others. You'll meet different people, different races, different creeds, and you get to connect with people and learn a new culture while you're providing help for them also. It gives you a social relationship, and they're generated and they become meaningful in your life. And it also gives you a good mind and body experience. Exchange of ideas and experiences promotes inner growth and contributes to self-definition. And when you also volunteer for this organization and can advance your career, it'll look great in your resume, saying that you've taken out the time, your free time, to help others in need. And it's also fun and fulfilling. You get to, like I said, meet other people and connect with other people that you would never thought you would have the pleasure of meeting. So, today I hope I convinced you all to support Doctors Without Borders. I discussed the overview of the organization. I also gave detail about how disease affects these developing countries. And I also gave you a brief detail of how it benefits you to help these people. So with this information, I encourage you all to visit Doctors Without Borders website, contribute donations, or maybe consider volunteering and helping those people in need. Thank you.